cigarette now. They're provided, you know. I haven't got a match though, but these cigarettes, by the way, are supposed to not make you cough. There's no tobacco in them, just filters. But honestly, you know, people have said to me many a time, how did you start in pictures? Well, have you ever felt that if you got the chance you could do a thing really well? Well, that's the way I felt about pictures. And many years ago, I came down to London, and I even wrote my own script along with Beryl and a man called Arthur Mertz. And we went all around the studios. They'd never heard of George Formby. They didn't even want to hear about him. I went everywhere, but nobody wanted to know at all. So back up to the provinces I went, and we worked around for a long time, and I was playing in a place called Warrington, and a man called Johnny Blakely came round, and he said, I'd like to make pictures with you. I nearly grabbed his hand off. Anyway, he said, come up on Sunday, we'll talk it over. So we went up on the Sunday, and we talked it over, and he said, yes, I'd like to make pictures, but I haven't got a story. I said, I have. And we brought out this little story that we'd written. It was called Boots, Boots. So the whole thing was settled. We came to London and we went to the film studios. Studios. One room over a garage in Albany Street. And when we wanted to start making the picture, we had to press a button so that they stopped the engines down below. Well, at the end of 14 days, we'd finished the picture. And it cost the large sum of £3,000. Well, then came the time to sell it. Nobody wanted to buy it. But it did get a world premiere in a place called Burslem. It did, you know, and I'll never forget because I went up there and it's strange as it may seem, it packed them out. Oh, and it was a lousy picture. Oh, it was so dark in places you had to strike matches to see it. The courting couples liked it, though. But at that time, Basil Dean, who was making a lot of very big pictures, he was going around the country trying to find out what the different salesmen wanted. And they said, we want George Formby pictures. He said, who's George Formby? He said, look through that window, and he saw a queue right round the theatre looking at this Boots, Boots. So he got them to bring me down to Ealing Studios. I signed a 7-year contract, and that was the start of me making 22 films. And there again, strange as it may seem, everyone was a success. But what I'm getting down to now is I'd like to sing a little song out of one of those pictures. It was out of Bell-Bottom George, and it's called Swim Little Fish, and it's all about Egbert. This is Egbert here. Now, I'm Egbert's father, you see, and he's going out into the world for the first time, and I'm going to tell him all the little things he's got to get ready for. Oh, Egbert. Now, once upon a time, there was a little fish, and he lived in a long, long stream. And to make his way to the great wide world was this little fish's dream. But a wise old trout, who'd been about, advised him what to do. He said, fish's wishes won't come true if they dream the whole day through. So swim, little fish, swim on. Swim, little fish, swim on. We're two ambitious fishes, you and I, but we'll get our wishes if we try. So swim, little fish, swim on. Swim, little fish, swim on. Blow little bubbles all the long day through, and show little trouble that they can't stop you. 'Cause everything in life worthwhile is hard to get, my friend. So don't give up and don't give in. It's worthwhile in the end. So swim, little fish, swim on. Swim, little fish, swim on. Swim, little fella, till your dreams come true, and you'll get the very little fish for you. You can be happy if you swim, 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 little fish, swim on. Now swim, little fish, swim on. Swim, little fish, swim on. If you are weary at the river mouth, Ask for a lift upon the next wave, so swim, little fish, swim on. Swim, little fish, swim on. Be very careful and you'll find it pays. Mind how you cross the Gulf and look both ways. A chap can get a good square meal and already gone waste. Now the wise fish goes to smoky roads, a good pulling for fish. So swim, little fish, swim on. Swim, little fish, swim on. Always remember mother's good advice. Steer clear of fishes who are not quite nice. Do nothing fishy, fishy, swim, 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 little fish, swim on.